तो चलिए हम इसे लिखते हैं 90 वर्ड्स पर मिनट की स्पीड पे। 1 2 3 स्टार्ट। Public audit is a vital instrument of ensuring supremacy of Parliament over executive staff. These institutions were developed over time to help legislatures to implement the power of the purse strong. This power had two essential elements: the granting of money and supervision of the expenditure stop. This was introduced first time in Great Britain as an integral part of control by Parliament over national finance with the enactment of Exchequer and Audit Department Act in 1866 stop. The results of investigations were considered by a dedicated parliamentary committee called as the Committee on Public Accounts stop. The system of Indian Audit and Accounts Department of our country is the legacy of British Raj stop. The IAAD has a history dating back to 1858 when the East India Company was taken over by the British government and an Auditor General of India was appointed for looking after audit and accounts functions. Stop. The introduction of constitutional reforms in 1919 brought about statutory recognition to the Auditor General. Stop. The Government of India Act 1935 gave further recognition to the importance and status of the Auditor General. Stop. The Indian Constitution gave special status to Comptroller and Auditor General as laid down in Articles 148 to 152. Stop. The Comptroller and Auditor General Act 1971 regulates the duty, powers and conditions of service of the Comptroller and Auditor General. Stop. Sections 13, 16 and 17 of Act give authority to Comptroller and Auditor General to audit all expenditure from and receipt into the Consolidated Fund of India and the state. Stop. Sections 14, 15 and 20 of the Act authorizes Comptroller and Auditor General to audit the receipts and expenditure of bodies or authorities substantially financed by loans or grants from union or union state territory. Stop. Article 151 of the Constitution prescribes that there shall be a Comptroller and Auditor General of India who shall be appointed by the President by warrant under his hand and seal and shall only be removed from office in like manner and on like grounds as a judge of Supreme Court. Stop. Every person appointed as the CAG shall, before he enters upon his office, make and subscribe before the President or some person appointed in that behalf by him an oath or affirmation according to the form set out for the purpose in the third schedule. Stop. The salary and other conditions of service of the CAG shall be such as may be determined by Parliament by law. Stop. Provided that neither the salary of a Comptroller and Auditor General nor his rights in respect of leave of absence, pension or age of retirement shall be varied to his disadvantage after appointment. Stop. The Comptroller and Auditor General shall not be eligible for further office either under the Government of India or under the government of any state after he has ceased to hold his office. Stop. Subject to the provisions of this Constitution and of any law made by Parliament, the conditions of service of persons serving in the Indian Audit and Accounts Department, and administrative powers of the Comptroller and Auditor General shall be such as may be prescribed by rules made by President after consultation with the Comptroller and Auditor General. Stop. The administrative expenses of the staff of the Comptroller and Auditor General, including all salaries, allowances, and pensions payable to persons serving in that office, shall be charged upon the Consolidated Fund of India. Stop. There are several provisions in the Constitution for safeguarding the independence of CAG. Stop. CAG is appointed by President with tenure of 6 years or 65 years of age, whichever is earlier. Stop. C. Girish Chandra Murmu assumed office as the Comptroller and Auditor General of India on 8 August 2020. Stop. Prior to this, he was the first Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Stop. Before moving to Jammu and Kashmir, he served in various capacities in Government of India, such as Secretary of Department of Expenditure, Special and Additional Secretary in the Department of Financial Services and Department of Revenue, and Joint Secretary in the Department of Expenditure. Stop. Before his tenure at the center, he has served on important assignments in the state government of Gujarat. Stop. He has wide experience in administrative, economic, and infrastructure fields. Stop. He belongs to Indian Administrative Service. Stop. He was born in Odisha. Stop. In his spare time, Sri Murmu likes to listen to Indian classical and Sufi music, to amateur photography and sketching, as well as painting. Stop. He also follows his routine gym regimen. Stop. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar stated that he is one of the opinion that this dignitary is probably the most important officer in the Constitution of India. Stop. He is the one man who is going to see that the expenses voted by Parliament are not exceeded or varied from what has been laid down by Parliament in the Appropriation Act. Stop.